Why, hello. Now, last season, we tested the Isuzu D-Max, the old model. We absolutely loved it. It was ballsy to drive and had presence, and it had unlimited style. However, that model came out in 2013. Fast forward, Isuzu has came out with the all-new model, the Isuzu D-Max LSE 2021 4x4. Engine was no slouch, but this new 4JJ3 engine, it's a different beast. Isuzu has fitted this with a new turbocharger, new cylinder head, new engine block. They have upgraded the water wading capability of the car from 600 millimeters to 800, and if that's not enough, they even put this little indentation, this circle thing, so you can easily put an aftermarket snorkel for better wading capacity. Isuzu has opted for a much cleaner design. The headlights feature the DRLs and the projectors. The turn signals can be found under here, as with the fog lights. It features sensors all over the car to make it safer, easier to drive, and of course safety is number one. For this new model, Isuzu has opted to change the entire front suspension. It now has more articulation, more flex. It means that the tires, when you're traversing uneven terrain, has more chances of it staying on the ground, for giving you more traction and better off-road capability.
We love the outgoing model so much. Like, we were afraid that Isuzu was gonna mess it up. So, in a way, we didn't want that model to, go away. Pero I guess I was just, thinking too much. I was too dramatic, because driving this new one, it feels like the spirit of it's still charismatic, pero it's a way better car. The outgoing model had so much faults, pero it was so good to drive. It was so ballsy. You forgave it. Pero this one, it's probably, if not more charismatic, it's just as fun to drive, pero it's a serious competitor now. Interior is plush, the seats are comfortable, the safety, like the previous model, like safety was not a priority by far. Talagang hindi nila inisip yun. This one, safety is a priority, and driving it with the sensors and the cameras, driving this car is totally different. It's like driving a car. Usually driving a truck is like tatansyahin mo yung likod, tatansyahin mo yung harap, kasi di ba it's so long. Pero the sensors makes it feel small. It helps you, it changes the way you handle the car. You can actually throw it around. Handles flat, the brakes feel good. Before the brakes are like on and off, pero now you could modulate it. Throttle, when you push your foot down, it goes. Oh my god, this is a way better car. This Isuzu has elevated Isuzu to a whole nother level. This is the best Isuzu today. It's like, it's robust, it's luxurious. Still has the bad boy look. The ride is a bit stiff, pero it's a truck. It reminds you, if it's not like stiff, you think you're riding in a big Mazda. Pero it's not as wavy. Before, kasi the old model was wavy. It's parang nakakahilo. Parang it's like a boat. This one, it's more firmer. It's more car-like, more pleasant. You could live with this. Off-road, the boondock with its aftermarket suspension and tires, obviously is a little bit better than this in stock form, pero the stock LSA to this new LSE, it's way different. The problem with the old model was the suspension was limited to travel, so it didn't have very good articulation. The flex wasn't there. This model fixes that issue. Now when you're going through uneven terrain, the wheels stay on the ground a lot better. Still no traction aids, pero it flexes good, so you don't really need it. We've taken it on difficult terrain, the same roads and rough roads that we took the old model. It still handles it, and surprisingly more comfortable. It doesn't feel like an Isuzu kasi Isuzu, it's agricultural, diba? Yun yung stereotype. Pero the inside of this looks like almost boutique-ish. The black liner, the brown leather, the chrome, the gauge mimics that of a fighter jet. And the shifter, finally. Before, the shifter was just like a toy in the old model, pero now it's a proper shifter. It's confidence inspiring. That's one thing I can say about the handling. It's very confident inspiring. I could honestly say that this is the best truck I've ever driven, especially at this time. We've driven the Strada, the Colorado, the Ranger. I prefer this to the Ranger. Why? Because the Ranger feels quite flimsy. It's got more power, and I think the electronics are a little bit better, and the ride is certainly better. Pero this one, the Ranger has this sort of uninspiring sort of vibe to it. It's like it's not reliable. This one, if you just sit in it, you can feel that this thing is made to last. You can say that about any car, especially today with China stuff. So it's good that there are still manufacturers who take pride in quality talaga. Everything is soft to the touch. And yeah, the verdict, I'd say if you're thinking of getting an all-new D-Max, get a 4x4 variant, even if you're not an off-roader or you don't dig it on unpaved roads. Go try. Go see what we're on about.
So Rain,
2020 Isuzu D-Max LSE.
what do you think?
The previous model, the outgoing model, it leaps and bounds ahead. I know when you get to test cars, sabi natin, mas maganda to. Pero this one is a real, talagang 2 steps above. And
It doesn't feel like an Isuzu should feel. But then again, there is that certainty of it is reliable. You can use it every day. It's rugged. It's tough, very tough.
And I think Isuzu is very hard to change kasi diba, they're so successful at being an agricultural vehicle, a simple vehicle. So for them to go the route that they went with the new D-Max, it's bold.
Yeah, it is. But then, just wow. I mean, really. The only thing I hate about that car talaga is the ride quality. I mean, it's appalling, really. But anyway, before we go, one more question. Would you buy one?
Yes. Pero not that variant, the lower variant. Kasi I think na that's too much for me. I'm a simple man. Pero if you've got the money, why not?
I wouldn't buy one.
About it?
I wouldn't buy one. You know what I would get? The Boondock version of that.
You have to wait siguro.
You have to wait 7-10 years, maybe.
I get yung lower variant na manual.
Yeah.
Pero 4x4. Kahit hindi siya yung high spec na LSE. Yeah, something
True. But it has to have 4x4. It has to have a manual gearbox, and that's about it, really.
Kasi as to the car, yung interior perfect, yung electronics not that good. Get the manual and maybe wait a few years for the electrics.
Well, Well, there you have it. Rain, our resident 4x4 enthusiast, loves the Isuzu D-Max. And yeah,
Can't wait for more Isuzu products in